Well, the time is just gone 10 minutes past 4 p.m. as we look at the images on my screen right now. A little boy being carried with a bandage on his head. And this is the plight of the people of Gaza at this point in time, going through again a very, very difficult moment, a testing time. And once again, the month of Ramadan, when most of us are enjoying a relatively comfortable and peaceful Ramadan. Our brothers and sisters out in Palestine, in Gaza, going through these difficult moments once again. So to get a first-hand account, we're going across to be joined by Mohamed Sha'aban, who is a Gaza-based journalist. Brother Mohammed, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome and Jazakallah khairan so much for your time.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for hosting me in this meeting. And Ramadan Mubarak and Ramadan Kareem for all of you, our brothers and sisters in South Africa and our Muslims everywhere.
Well, certainly, and Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak to you as well. But clearly, Brother Muhammad, it's a very, very difficult Ramadan at this point in time. And we knew it. You know, we thought the first 2 weeks there was a bit of relief. And then suddenly, out of the blue, the massacre, the Suhoor massacre, had started yesterday. And, you know, perhaps you could just take us through what is taking place now, because we know the airstrikes have been devastating, wave after wave of airstrikes, and we've seen many people killed, many injured.
You know that regarding the last updates in Gaza, the Israeli war plans targeted, launched many airstrikes over the Gaza Strip, claiming that they are targeting some militants, some military targets. But in fact, there is nothing. They are just like from the Israeli, as usual. They just claim that they are some militants they are targeting, but in fact, they are civilians, they are innocent. 2 days ago, they launched many airstrikes over the Gaza Strip, targeting many places, including the civilian buildings, camps, and many other areas, leaving hundreds of killed, hundreds of martyrs, most of whom are children and women and elderly. So it's the last the new about the last update in Gaza, and unfortunately these airstrikes make the suffering in Gaza more difficult and increase the suffering of Palestinians, because you know that when the Israeli started these airstrikes, they prevented everything in Gaza, prevented food. Prevent humanitarian aid to enter Gaza, and the movements of Palestinians inside Gaza also are restricted. There are no movements now from the south to the north, and you can say that these airstrikes affected all aspects of our lives. And also about it affected the medical services, water. There is no electricity in Gaza, and we have water shortage. We cannot access water easily like before because of the Israeli restrictions and the airstrikes in many areas, including a water station in Gaza. So the suffering is increasing, unfortunately, after the latest airstrikes in Gaza, and until now, the Israeli war targeting many areas in Gaza. Today's morning, they targeted a family, including a pregnant woman with her twins babies. So when they say that they are militant, are they militant? What are their faults? They are civilians. They are babies. Unfortunately, the Israeli airstrikes is so continuous until the moment. Suffering is increasing, and the situation is very, very difficult at the moment.
Yes, Brother Mohammed. In fact, you know, I've been reading up, and we've seen these statements come through from Benjamin Netanyahu saying that this new bombardment is only the beginning. And we knew it at some point in time when he withheld that aid, when he didn't stick to the ceasefire agreement as well. And, not allowing aid, not allowing mobile homes, all of that. We knew that these were signs that this government is treacherous, and this government will not hold its side of the bargain and its side of the agreement. And they're trying to obviously to make sure that they cause maximum damage to the people, as it is. Gaza is a mountain, is in mountains of rubble, but they're trying to even maximize the damage even more.
Mhm. You know that since the beginning of this war, Benjamin Netanyahu bought many balls to this war, the most of which are damaging, mean that destroying the Hamas and returning the civilians, the hostages. But unfortunately, Benjamin Netanyahu is not concerned about these goals. Just he's now struggling for his own purposes, his personal issues, and it's not about peace, it's not about hostages, it's not about him in this war. And you know that over the last weeks, Israel occupation prevented many things into Gaza, which there was including into the agreement, the ceasefire agreements like mobile phones, entering many more humanitarian aids to Gaza, entering many trucks and many tools to deal with the current situation here in Gaza. And they also prevented medical devices and medical ambulances, Gaza, and many other things. And at the end now, when we are about to go into the next stage of this ceasefire, Netanyahu trying to escape from this thing, and he is trying to return to the war by all costs. Disregarding all the agreements, all the all the things they agreed about. And there are another goal. They want to destroy everything for Palestinians and to force Palestinians live their land. To feel for some extent that this land, the life here in Gaza is impossible. They prevent water, they damage home, they damage all things also. That's home only. And they want to make our lives more and more difficult. And there is no clear intention to Netanyahu to end this war and to go into the next stage. They want to complete their massacre, the crimes, and the genocide against the Palestinians, unfortunately. And the only thing they achieve is more crimes, is more killed innocents, is more injuries, is more destruction. It's the only achievement for Benjamin Netanyahu in his extremist Israeli ministers like Smotrich and Benifir and many others.
Yes, but also, Brother Mohammed, at one point in time, the first 2 weeks of Ramadan, we were very encouraged with some of the images, despite all the difficulty that the people of Gaza were going through. But we were very encouraged to see how people were getting together at Suhoor, at Iftar, even in the rubble, cooking and, obviously feeding and getting together, and also trying to pick up their pieces as well. But now with this latest wave of attacks that is taking place, what is the mood right now on the ground from the people of Gaza?
You know that before, since the beginning of Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, there was some foods on the market in the Gaza, and some humanitarian aid, so we can live For some, how we can live a part of Ramadan like usual, but unfortunately, since the Israeli occupation prevented the entry of food, humanitarian aid, and many other essential supplies, the situation is getting more worse and worse. But it is very clear since the last attacks in Gaza. So now, today morning, I went to the market to buy some foods. Unfortunately, I didn't find just to find a few amounts of food in the market, and they are in high prices, expensive, too expensive. So not all the people can buy these foods in high prices. Why? Because there is not enough food in the market. So the people here imagine that you are fasting, you are fast all the time, most of the day, and when you are to have your iftar, you don't have enough food, so you'll be hungry all the time. Not only in the life, but you are hungry all the time because there is not enough food. So you'll feel that you are fast most of the time. Not only 14, 16 hours in the day, unfortunately. And the people here are not celebrating like before because there are many restrictions. We cannot move freely. We cannot go to mosques like before. There is not enough mosques. There is and there is nothing of the past life in Gaza. Just the only thing that we can find a little amount of foods and some other basic things in the markets. It's the only thing that we find. And now we hardly find these things because of the restrictions, because of the ongoing strikes and bombs in Gaza, and the fear and the trauma. The children now are traumatized. They cannot live their normal life. They are now, you can say that they are aggressive. Their nature is aggressive. Why? Because they were exposed to many moments, many tragic situations. So the people are not living their nature, are not living their lives because of what they went through. So it's unfortunately, we are living Ramadan, we are supposed and do many worships and so on. But unfortunately, we are not living the real Ramadan like before. We cannot feel the real Ramadan except fasting, and that's it.
Yes, Brother Mohammed, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to go for a quick ad break. When we come back, I just want to engage you a little bit more for a few minutes before we take leave of you. So we'll put you on hold for now.
Okay, no problem.
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Imagine a world where every child feels loved, secure, and cared for. At Beit Halima Saadia Orphanage, we are not just providing a roof over their heads, we're giving orphan children a chance for a brighter future. For just 1,500 rands a month or 18,000 rands a year, you can sponsor an orphan and transform their lives. Your contribution covers essentials like food, clothing, tuition, therapy, and more, ensuring they grow in a nurturing, supportive environment. Any donation is accepted as well as daily scheduled donations. EFT directly into our account. Beit Halima Saadia Orphanage, First National Bank, account number 6313-1080-078, branch code 250737, section 18A registered. Take this step today. Contact Sister Nazarene at 083 653 5669 or email info@bhscycc.co.za.
Our brothers and sisters in Palestine are enduring unimaginable hardships. Ashraful aid teams are on the ground, delivering crucial aid to those in need. But we can't do it alone. Palestine is suffering and they need your help. Your support can make a world of difference. Visit www.ashrafulaid.org today and donate to bring hope, relief, and healing to those who are in need.
This Ramadan, make a conscious choice, sip for change, and support Palestine Drinks Africa. With every can, you help end the genocide and stand in solidarity with Palestine. Choose between our original or sugar-free options available in a case of 24. Every sip is a step towards justice. Every purchase a powerful message of unity and support for the Palestinian cause. Contact 082 888-1440 or 082-7739-556 today and be part of the change. Palestine Drinks Africa. Sip for change. Liberty for everyone.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
Well, we continue with our broadcast with my guest journalist out of Gaza, and we are getting a first-hand account of the latest in terms of the brutality that has been unleashed through these aerial bombardments by this cowardly Zionist entity called Israel under the prime ministership of none other than the number one terrorist in the world, Benjamin Netanyahu. And we are talking with journalist Mohamed Sha'aban. Mohammed, just to continue, and I know we were talking about the people and the mood of the people at this point in time, but also there were high expectations with the teams that were negotiating on behalf of the people of Palestine, on behalf of the people of Gaza. At this point in time, now that Israel has broken this deal, the ceasefire deal, they've actually shattered the ceasefire deal. What are Palestinians saying about the teams that are negotiating on their behalf? You know, we've seen Egypt involved, we've seen Qatar involved, we've seen some of the other Arab nations, and also they've issued one or two statements about condemning what Israel is doing.
I know that regarding the negotiation, that we witnessed this from the beginning of the war, negotiation in Qatar, in Egypt, in many areas, and we watch condemnation from many Arab and European, American entities and figures against Israeli crimes and against Israeli massacres, against genocide against Palestinians. But unfortunately, we are just words without actions, and we are unfortunately hopeless from these speeches and these condemnations, because they do not do anything for us except just talking and talking and talking. We condemn, we are against, we are blah blah blah, and nothing on the ground. And we witnessed this for over a year and a half of the war in Gaza. So the Palestinians here, unfortunately, they are pessimistic regarding the negotiation and the Arab stance regarding the Israeli war in Gaza. And this is, I think, this is the main reason behind the Israeli more massacres and crimes against Palestine, because they know the real stance or the real response of the Arab Arab governments, that they do not do anything, they do not do any action, they just condemn, they just say some words, and that's only. But and in the same way, in the other context, I mean, in the other side, the Israeli side, they think that these airstrikes and using power is the only way for forcing the Palestinian resistance here, Hamas, to accept their needs or what they want, their demands regarding the negotiation and the hostages. So that's why they want to complete. And Benjamin Netanyahu days ago said that it's just the beginning. And in fact, it's just the beginning for massacres and genocides against Palestinians, more destructions, more casualties, and that's it. There is no achievement. There's nothing they can do except just damaging, destruction, killing, massacres. And unfortunately, it's the nature. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the Israeli entity, Israeli occupation, and it's the basis of the basis of the Israeli or the Zionist entity since the 1948. The so-called state of Israel was on the Palestinian blood, on massacres, on killing, on the displacement of Palestinians, blah, blah, blah. And it's the same thing happens now in front of the world, in front of the Arab communities, in front of the Muslim communities, in front of the European and American communities. So we are not, mean that we are not that optimistic about the statements of the Arab and Arab leaders, but we hope that inshallah next days the negotiations, the current negotiations, comes with something good, something positive inshallah in the next in the upcoming days. But unfortunately, we are not that optimistic, unfortunately.
Well, inshallah, Mohammed, in fact, our du'as are with you as well, and our du'as are with our brothers and sisters out in Palestine and in Gaza as well. And we are watching very, very closely in terms of what is happening. It's just said that, being so far removed, one can do very little, but at the very least, provide, obviously, coverage of what is taking place, giving voice to the voiceless, encouraging other people to come out and obviously express their horror and their disgust at what we are seeing unfolding in front of our very own eyes, and wherever possible to at least, at the very least, to contribute to make life easier for our brothers and sisters. I know it's a huge price, it's a massive price, it's a high price that the Palestinians are paying, and they have been paying for well over 70 odd years. But it's a point I always make, Brother Muhammad, that you as a Palestinian, your brothers, your sisters, the Palestinian nation as a whole are chosen by Allah, and no other nation will withstand what the Palestinians have withstood. Yet you are still strong in terms of your resistance, in terms of your resolve. And again, the objectives by the Zionist entity, by Benjamin Netanyahu, were not met, and they were not achieved over 18 months. And they still, despite all the airstrikes, they still will not achieve what, because victory ultimately will be on the side of truth, and victory will be ultimately the freedom and the liberation of our brothers and sisters in Palestine, inshallah.
Inshallah, and this is the thing that satisfies us when you know that all these challenges, all this, that everything that we lost here in Gaza and suffering and the hard and difficult life, we know that this situation at the end will end. But the thing that will be forever is Allah support for us, Allah, the ajr from Allah, and that we will be the strong people here in this area who face the biggest this is what we can say. I can't find description for this species or this occupation entity. But we are facing them alone, by ourselves, by our children, by our blood, by our home, by everything we have. But these things it's very variable and in Akhirah. And this is the Allah promise for us for this Muslim or for this Muslim group of people, Islamic group of people here in Gaza. But we hope that this war and the thousands of images, videos, and many things that the world says, watch it, that change something in this world. And the world can move and make something for us, put our soul, and reach this reality to the world, and make the world know more about what is happening inside Gaza, and know more about the nature of this Israeli occupation. They are occupation. They are not the state. They are not seeking for peace. They are not democracy and blah blah blah. They are occupation. They are killing. They are practicing the crimes against humanity, against humanity. And the world must know that. And it's our rule. It's the rule of every three people who wants to who are defending the truth, defending the rights. So we hope the world to act as soon as possible to talk more about Gaza, and not just talking as I follow the talks by actions, by something in the ground for Palestinians. It's our hope, and we hope the world will one day act for us, inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, Jazakallah khairan so much for that, Brother Muhammad, and really for coming on. And I know it's been a very, very difficult time, but we do appreciate you taking time out and talking to us this afternoon right here on Salam Media, inshallah. And we continue in our support. We continue being your voices. We will continue making dua for you and for all our brothers and sisters out in Palestine as well, and also all the martyrs, the shuhada that Allah has chosen, and Allah grant them the highest stages in Jannah, inshallah, the children, the women, and all the martyrs, inshallah, as well. So please, Allah grant you safety, and inshallah, at some point in time, we will connect once again. But for now, my brother, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mohamed Sha'aban, journalist, joining us out of Gaza, and yes, a first-hand account coming out of Gaza, from amongst the rubble in Gaza, joining us this afternoon right here on Salam Media. Well, next up, it is Voices from Palestine, and we've got Dr. Ahmed Fatih, who is standing by.